Oh. That must have been his goal all along.
But how could he control Lana?
I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her to change.
At last. I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Starr.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Right, 24th, Police Station Criminal Affairs Department.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ!
You're a DJ as well?
I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
This is the last crime scene in the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's got to be something we can do to make the detective change his mind. What do you got there? A knife!
You can't just stab him in the middle of a police office.
I mean, are you sure?
3 murders at the same time.
Karma battle with
That is indeed true. He did tase us.
Yeah.
Mine almost died.
I think all you need to do is present it.
Due to recent events, I hereby announce my resignation as public prosecutor.
Really wrote a resignation letter.
Wow, even when resigning, Mr. Edgeworth is cool and concise. Still, it wasn't his fault.
Someone has to be held responsible. That's how it is in the grown-up world.
Yeah, but that responsibility means nothing if he just quits.
Tell that to the politicians. Oh, not everyone sees it that way.
To truly take responsibility, you should have to work the rest of your life for no pay.
That's one tough grown-up world there.
Yikes.
What's this crumpled up piece of paper? No way! Mr. Edgeworth can't be serious!
Is he ever not serious?
I can't believe they pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
When I first met him, I thought he was as cold as ice, too. But I know different now. He trusted us detectives to provide him with sound evidence. But we betrayed him. That's it. I've made up my mind.
But
Here, take my ID card. We can't. Oh,
We can't do that if someone found out.
it wouldn't let you off the hook with another lost item report.
look at me. It's no secret I'm already out the loop. After all, I'm friends with Mr. Edgeworth. Depending on how this case turns out, I may already be as good as terminated.
What?
So at least let me do this, for Mr. Edgeworth's sake.
Alright, detective. Thank you. Only one place to go from here.
February 24th. Police Department Chief's Office.
Here goes, Mr. Wright. We're in. If anyone finds us now,
Detective Gumshoe's a goner.
If that happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out. Go! Go!
sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I didn't even know you could slap a ghost.
Detective Gumshoe! What are you doing sneaking up on us like that?
I wasn't sneaking. I was just worried something might go wrong. So I came too. Huh.
If you're here, then what's the point in giving us your ID card?
Oh no. Excuse me.
Love that he's like chuckling. Nervous chuckling.
Hey! Don't do that to my card!
Oh, he's scared it's gone.
I hardly ever get a chance to come in here. So I figured I'd have a look around myself. Besides, we're all in this together now.
You really do want to get fired, don't you?
Fuck my shit up. Not if we're lucky. Now come on, let's see what we can find out.
Got a bad feeling about this.
For Edgeworth!
That desk on the other side of the room, was that your sister's?
My sisters. What?
Not talking to you.
Yes. That's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
Is anyone using it now?
No, sir. This is entirely Chief Gant's office now. He practices the strict policy of preserving the crime scene.
That's a strange reason to leave it there.
He leaves it as a warning to everyone else. He wants us to always be alert. He told us himself at our New Year's party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated at the time.
I see.
So, ever since Lana left, no one ever touches that desk?
No one except Chief Gant, and the cleaning lady who's in here each morning.
No, 2 years have passed since that incident. Years is awfully long. There can't possibly be any clues remaining.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You only came here to look around, right? Because it's one of the SL9 crime scene. I mean, that's your only reason for coming here, isn't it?
Why do you ask?
You don't think? Nah, you wouldn't be. No. No, there's no way. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Now then, let's look around a bit more.
Hey, hold on. Not so fast, buddy.
Ah, what is it?
If someone tells you don't worry about it, it's supposed to start bothering you, pal. Come on. You don't just let it go at that.
Sorry. This guy's starting to get on my nerves. Okay, so what's bothering you?
You don't think Chief Gant might be a suspect, do ya?
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Chief Gant. So it's finally come to this. What do I think of him? Perhaps it's best I don't divulge my feelings yet.
There you go. Ignore me again.
Internal monologues are important stuff. This is the real deal, isn't it? This armor and these weapons?
Sure is, pal. The chief doesn't care for imitation.
First the pipe organ, now this armor. Do you know how many taxpayer dollars must have gone into this room?
What? You mean we're paying for this? That's it. I'm not paying 1 cent of my taxes.
You don't have any taxes to pay.
Careful what you say. Who knows? Chief may be hiding in this armor as we speak. Hello? Anyone in there?
I don't think he'd fit in there. Or the IRS, for that matter.
Even if he did, he'd never be able to get back out.
Cut it out! You guys don't know how scary that guy can be.
He doesn't pay taxes. I'm not paying taxes. Wow, look at the size of Chief Gant's desk.
That's when we were here earlier.
Oh, it's you two!
Chief Gant! He put that paper he was reading in his desk. I wonder what he was reading.
This looks like a list of evidence.
A list of evidence?
In most cases, the list runs twice as long as this, though.
Hey, look at the case name.
SO9 incident. I wonder what this is doing here.
Hold on, Detective, what did you just say?
I said, I wonder what.
No, about evidence lists. Normally they're twice as long.
That's right. I guess there wasn't a lot of evidence.
A half-sized list of evidence.
Seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
What would the other half of the list be doing here?
I knew it. The chief must be hiding something about that case.
It would appear so.
Yes, steal it.
We found the other half of the list inside the drawer.
Mr. Edgeworth had the other half of that list.
What would this list be doing here? We better look a little more into this list.
Is it examine time? The Chief's organ sure is a sight to behold. Occasionally you hear him playing it from the Criminal Affairs Department.
That's on the second floor, and this is the 15th floor of an entirely different building.
When a detective screws up, the Chief calls him to his office and makes them listen to the organ for hours.
What's so bad about that? Music soothes the soul.
After that, the detective can't hear anything for days, except for the ringing in their ears.
It's torture.
No, it's an instrument of punishment. Literally.
Diabolical.
But aren't the chief's ears affected?
He never listens to anyone anyway.
That's beside the point.
Okay.
This was taken on that day 2 years ago.
The day Joe Dark ran out of the questioning room and tried to kill Emma.
After receiving his award trophy, Mr. Marshall took a picture here and went along with the Chief Gap to question Dark. I bet he never knew he'd be dead just a few hours later.
You think? This was Lana's desk. It sure is tidy.
Lana's always been a meticulous cleaner.
There's not even any dust on it. Looks like someone's still keeping it clean. Does Lana ever come back here?
No. Chief Gap will still keep it clean in memory of their partnership. They're what the stuff legends are made of.
Does he keep it in memory of her or in memory of the crime? These shelves are mostly empty. Lana must have cleaned them out when she transferred over to the prosecutor's office. There's a small picture frame on the shelf.
This is when Lana and I went to that theme park.
Oh,
Reading that the photo
You'll
is
see.
still there.
oh, you mean on this side? Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want to do another illustration.
We don't.
Well, yeah. Wait, do we? I don't know.
Just the end of it.
I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't think it's the end photo.
No, I think we've seen it before, once.
Is it that?
Just like a brief moment. But yeah, maybe it'll show up in the end or something.
Maybe. This is a safe, isn't it?
Safe. That word is ripe with intrigue.
Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it.
A 7-digit number. I think I just might know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
I have a hunch.
Oh, I know. You want to try my first date? It's,
I have a better idea. Here goes nothing.
I had Frenchie's last reward flashbacks.
No, it's
very nice.
no 4206969. That's how it goes.
No!
Not nice.
I guess that wasn't it.
I was so sure that was the number.
Really? Maybe we should check the court record again.
A 7.
Still not trying Chief's birthday. Or his birthday. I could do 6666666. But let's just go with the answer.
Whoa!
That is
Oh,
a
man.
horrible code. So bad.
What number did you enter?
Whose birthday was that, pal?
7777777. The final ID card.
What?
The number of the mysterious executive officer who entered the room that day.
You mean 777777? That ID number?
Well, you got it this time. Nice work.
Yay! That didn't happen.
That has to be against their, like, security policy, right?
What security policy?
To have your safe passcode be the exact same as your employee ID.
Not if you run the whole thing.
That's true.
How old is Gant? Like, really?
boomer.
60s.
65%.
Yeah. So think about that. Think
This can
about it.
only mean one thing. Chief Gant has horrible password security.
Let's get into his Facebook account.
It's a VPN, not an antivirus.
Second time today, NordVPN was mentioned. We should get sponsored.
Say, anyone care to look inside? No, we need to see what's inside.
Bad ending.
You really don't look at that or don't save?
Just leaving the safe open.
Just leave the evidence and Detective Gumshoe gets fired.
No, we like instead of like we just leave it open, but we put something inside instead of take anything out.
Is this the geocache?
Oh, is there any money in there? How much does he have stashed away?
777.
Look, it's what is it?
The shard for a broken cup.
This somehow looks familiar. Where have I seen this before?
Wonder.
There's something else in here too.
What's this? It looks like a piece of leather cloth.
Oh,
This is a handprint, isn't it?
No, it's not.
hey, I saw someone wearing a shirt like that once. Think the chief made up the design?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, it was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all that was in the safe?
Apparently so. It's empty now.
A piece of cloth with a handprint on it, and a broken shard from a cup.
They look like pieces of evidence.
Yeah, but unless you can prove they have something to do with this case, I'm afraid I can't just let you take them. After all, it's my neck on the line here.
Great, now I have to prove their relevancy together. How are these two items related to the SL9 incident?
Come on. There's something... I mean, there's gotta be something we can show the detective.
What could it be?
I
Can't look at... Oh!
I wonder what this is. Looks like someone drew some kind of sketch here.
What is it? Did you find something?
I can't make it out. I better keep quiet about it for now. Oh, no, it's nothing.
Why are your eyes moving about like that, Mr. Wright?
I better not forget about this picture. Detective Gumshoe, I'd like you to have a look at this.
Hey, I know what that is. So, you want to take some fingerprints?
Great idea, detective.
Alright, go to town, sheesh.
What are you doing? Why are you sticking your hand out like that?
Go ahead, take my fingerprints. You can't prove anything.
It's not your fingerprints we want to take.
Huh?
This isn't the time for jokes. We're talking about that cloth we found in the safe.
Oh, I knew that. The one with the handprint on it, right? Sheesh, where's your sense of humor?
Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's check for prints. Sprinkle the powder on the cloth. Then, once they've been absorbed into the prints, blow the rest away.
What are you, my mom? I don't have to be told a million times. Alright, let's get this over with.
Moms exist?
Parents exist in Phoenix, right?
What? Why are you doing that? I'm gonna go take a quick restroom break.
Yep. I like my sprinkle.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Blow.
We may need a little more.
You're already blowing.
Didn't hear any blowing.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. I didn't hear you blowing.
Discord is not wanting to carry my blowing sounds across Discord.
These are very interesting voice lines. Like, wow, these sound cuts will be horrible.
Oh no!
I'm back! What I missed?
Oh gosh.
About to incriminate Emma's
Oh.
That's it.
Uh-oh.
I'm the murderer.
In-
Turn me in.
We're just gonna pass it off to Gumshoe because how kind of not.
Close enough. Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple. That's easily reasonable. I bet you can't use this.
Uh-oh.
So sorry, Emma. Yay!
Yay!
No. How can this be? What are Emma's fingerprints doing here?
Hey, you found a match? Whose fingerprints were they?
Huh? Oh, it seems the prints are too old. They aren't clear enough to get a match.
Oh, that's too bad. I thought they'd be Dark's prints.
Hey, you. Over here. What's going on here? What are that kid's prints doing inside the chief's safe?
Ask me. Let's just keep this information from Emma for now.
Here. Maybe you should hold on to this.
This music's very irritating.
I see pretty far from 15 stories up. If you were to drop that suit of armor, someone would die.
Oh.
At first, the chief wanted to use stained glass for this window.
Scientific observation.
Really? Why didn't he?
They say he changed his mind because he wouldn't be able to see the view.
Oh,
Stained glass or not, it's a huge window.
is it our taxpayer dollars paying for that?
Most likely.
Look at that giant window. Makes you want to crash through and jump outside.
This is the 15th floor.
I know, I was just saying.
Saying what?
Ever since being a detective, I was dreaming about doing something like that. It's like in those old anime.
Note to self. Detective Gumshoe has a lot of dreams.
So long as he doesn't go crashing through that window when he gets fired.
Oh,
Don't say that!
That got very dark.
Joe Dark. Alright, I'll jump off now.
That's what the chief was reading before, isn't it? You know, when we first came in here?
Yeah. It looks like the right side of the form's been torn off.
So, Mr. Edgeworth's list really was only half of the whole thing.
Something else is bugging me more than that. Take a look at the back of that forum pal.
Back.
Can we go to
Oh, time to go.
Silly.
let's sleep the what's it called? Right, please. I'm the prosecutor. I'm stuck in the situation because the case will be over for tea.
Oh, Zena. Oh.
I I wouldn't mind a cup of tea
So
myself.
I guess you're not supposed to show it to him
Not
yet.
yet.
Saving it for later. Well, hopefully, no one's in the chief's office, after that trip.
Timing.
Wow, how does he do it?
What is this piece of cloth anyway?
It's smooth. It sort of feels like vinyl.
Vinyl?
Vinyl. Same thing. I knew that. I was testing you. I think I felt something like this before. Vinyl. But, nah, can't remember.
It seems this is becoming a habit with you.
I can't keep anything in my head lately.
Note to self. Detective Gumshoe is going senile.
What?
Emmett's fingerprints were found on this cloth. I have a bad feeling about this.
Alright, yeah.
Detective Gumshoe, could you have another look at this jar?
I remember when the three of us put that back together. Ah, those were the days.
It's kind of early to be nostalgic.
Wasn't this jar a piece of evidence from that case?
That's right. One of the shards had an SL9 incident sticker on it.
Doesn't this ring any bells? You know, that fragment we just found?
You mean this one? That was in the safe?
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Oh! Now that you mention it, it's ringing a lot of bells. Let's see if it fits.
Here, let me see that shard. I'll take a crack at this.
Go ahead, pal. Show us what a rookie can do.
Mr. Wright, here's some glue.
If I can piece this together again, it'll prove Chief Gantz was knowingly hiding evidence. Here goes.
I think we're right. Oh my god. No! What? No way. Hey,
It was easier before
I
I
got that wrong.
started.
What? No! Wow. What configuration could it possibly be? Whoa!
Gosh! There. It fits like a charm. That, of course, means Chief Gantz willingly and knowingly hid a piece of this jar in his safe. In other words, he concealed a piece of evidence from the SL9 incident.
But
Hey guys, get a load of this.
What is it?
This piece is just attached. It's different from the others.
there's a reddish line on it.
Reddish line. That's blood.
Don't get it. Why would Chief Gat hide this in a safe? Well, was I to help?
Of course. Thanks to your ID card, we were able to get some hard evidence.
Now that's not very kind, is it? In other words, if it wasn't for his ID card, he would have been useless. Isn't that right, you in the coat? Chief Gant! Didn't hear any. Yes.
Scream!
We didn't think you'd be back so soon.
Fortunately, I'm a man who believes in sign. As I was walking to my meeting, I happened to look out the window and saw a stray dog run right into a pole. Just then I thought of a certain detective.
You and me both. It's,
Me, sir. Now then, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you all to leave.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Oh, you in the coat. Me, sir. Drop off your ID on the way out. You won't be needing it anymore. But, sir. Now get out! Yes, sir!
be on our way too, then.
Wait, you, the one without the spiky hair. Don't go yet.
Me, sir?
I'd like to have a word with you.
But, sir, I'm not a licensed scientific investigator yet.
You with the spiky hair, you're free to go.
Mr. Wright! This is it. I guess I'm gonna die.
I'm the die.
Look now, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times. The chief's office is off limits! But no, you just had to go sneaking in there like that, didn't you?
I thought you said you didn't care anymore if you were fired.
Yeah, but if I knew it would be like this, I never would have said it!
I've seen the evidence Chief Gant was hiding in his office. I think I'm finally starting to get the picture. But why has she... Never mind. Why has it been so eerily silent all this time?
Maybe he's talking about Lana? Anyway, you listen to me? Oh, Emma, right. Right. Anyway, you listening to me? I'm gonna try to smooth things over with the chief again. Later, pal.
After that, I heard from Emma. She said the police wanted to ask her some questions, so she'll be busy for the rest of the day.
February 24th. Detention Center, Visitor's Room.
Let's see. So the chief asked Emma to come in questioning.
It's no use thinking about it. Tomorrow's the final day in court. I'm committed to doing everything I can to defend you, which is why I'm here.
But I already told you all I can.
What you've told me over these past couple of days is absolutely nothing. Not a single useful thing.
Really? I believe I did mention something quite important. Something I told you at the beginning. I said that I was the one who stabbed Detective Goodman.
You know, I think I finally figured it out. I know who it is that's lurking behind your words.
Mia did a good job mentoring you. I'm rather jealous. It seems Edwards was right.
Edgeworth.
Once you're convinced you know something, no one can persuade you otherwise. Thick-headed is the term he used, I believe.
How kind of him. Now's my chance to get her to tell me the rest of the story. to admit I was more than a little perplexed at first.
Oh?
You insisted you did it, yet there was no incriminating evidence. That's when it hit me. It's not that you're unwilling to tell the truth. It's that you're incapable of doing so because of a certain individual.
What an intriguing notion. A certain individual, you say? So you think I'm protecting this person?
Protecting? No, I think afraid of is more like it. If I'm not mistaken, the person in question may have persuaded you to silence.
For argument's sake, Mr. Wright, who may I ask this person you're speaking of? The one I'm supposedly so frightened of. What is this person's name?
The person whom you fear is Mike Meekins.
Obviously. I'm a murderer.
To be honest, there's someone a bit scarier.
You're insane. Who would that be?
Why you, of course.
Okay, now you're really insane. Me.
Yes, you seriously believe what you're saying, don't you? Now that's scary.
That's true. It's seriously.
You seem to have the makings of a criminal in you. With what with all your fallacious accusations. Care to spend tonight in the cell next to mine?
If you ask me, you're the scary one.
Oh,
Let's try that again.
Who could it possibly be? Can't be me.
person that we killed!
Beyond the grave.
Fear nothing but yourself.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
Take that! Well, Miss Sky?
Back of the head.
Mr. Wright, you are addressing the Chief of Prosecutors. Do not forget your place.
I take it she's still not ready to spill the beans.
Could you please tell me a bit more about what you think you know? We were partners until 2 years ago. I respected him as a detective.
Assuming he is respectable, then tell me something. Why would he try to hide his crimes?
Oh? His crimes?
Both you and Edgeworth will be brought before a board of inquiry for what you did. Specifically, hiding and forging evidence.
Of course, these are serious offenses.
Why is it, though, that Chief Gant's name was never mentioned?
Chief Scan?
Edgeworth didn't know the truth behind the forgery. The only party who could have possibly tampered with the evidence was...
Me. I had access because I was second command in that investigation.
Yes, you, but also one other. Damon Gant.
If you intend to accuse Chief Gant, you'll need more than just words. Show proof that Chief Gans falsified evidence in that case.
Is it the list? Oh, Blue Badger. I'm not sure what it is exactly. Could it be?
Take that! I just found this in the safe in the chief's office. This jar piece and this piece of cloth. You know what these are? They're pieces of evidence from the SL9 incident. The person concealing evidence was none other than Chief Gant himself. Now tell me, why are you taking all the blame for him?
Good day, Mr. Wright. It's as you surmised. I cannot disobey the Chief's orders, even if it means being found guilty for murder.
Why not?
Come now, Mr. Wright. You can't possibly expect me to be able to tell you that. Three days ago, I had no choice but to cooperate.
In the murder of Detective Goodman.
Or perhaps I should say, follow orders. Yes, that's more accurate than cooperate. Although I can't tell you the details, I can say that I was given an order that day.
I need you to dispose of Bruce Goodman's body. You'll find it inside the trunk of Miles Edgeworth's car.
Not my car. My fancy, red car.
Yes. All your taxpayer money.
As I suspected. Despite what everyone believes, you were not the one who murdered Detective Goodman.
Correct. I was trying to take the body out of Edgeworth's car. The trunk lock was broken, and I discovered that murder weapon while inspecting the body.
The murder weapon? You mean Edgeworth's knife?
No. When I found the body, this was a knife stuck in it.
Knife from the SL9 incident. Serial killer Joe Dark's knife.
I couldn't just leave that knife in him. So, I took it out and stabbed him with another knife.
That would be Edgeworth's knife?
My knife.
That's right. Even though he was already dead, my hands were shaking at the thought of stabbing him. That's why I ended up cutting my hand.
And that is the reason for the bandage on your right hand.
Yes, it seemed that I got the blood on the victim's shoes as well. And then... she saw me just as I plunged the knife in.
Miss Starr, huh? Why did you need to hide Dark's knife so badly?
It took a lot of work to finally close the Dark case 2 years ago. It was over with. I didn't ever want it to be open again. My intent was to prevent it by whatever means possible.
So, you hid Dark's knife?
A weapon we used to stab detective was evidence of Joe Dark case. I word got out, which it would. The reporters will have a field day with that.
So you wrapped the knife in your scarf and hid it. In Edgeworth's exhaust pipe.
Right. Then I called my sister to tell her what happened and to ask her to hide the knife that was inside my muffler.
You asked Emma?
I didn't want anyone on the force to know about this.
That would explain why Emma is so confident about Lana's innocence.
Speaking of phone calls, I had a bad feeling about one of them that day.
A bad feeling?
The truth is, after I received those orders from Chief Gant, the first thing I did was make a phone call. I phone called the patrolman, Big Marshals.
To Marshall? Why on earth would you call him?
The lead investigator for SL9 incident had been murdered. I wanted that fact to be kept hidden, and I needed help. He was the only other person I could trust. Or, at least, I thought I could trust him at the time. However, it seemed that after I spoke to him, he went off on an escapade of his own.
Oh, you mean...
Not wanting the case to die, he decided to take things into his own hands.
He disguised himself as Detective Goodman and tried to steal the evidence.
He had already stolen the ID card. But it seems he still hadn't made up his mind to break into the evidence room. After my phone call, remaining doubts he had must have disappeared.
So your phone call caused the incident in the evidence room?
I'm afraid that's all I can tell you.
But Lana...
You earned my respect, Mr. Wright, both as a defense attorney and an investigator. Now please, don't pursue this any further in court tomorrow.
Tomorrow's trial. There's only one way to drive off Lana. I've got to get to the bottom of everything. Detective Goodman's real murderer. And what went down in the chief's office 2 years ago? Well, you don't have one of them, right?
We could have talked to Edgeworth, literally. Edgeworth, we have this other evidence list, you know. Do you want to keep on going?
No,
11.
it's 2 a.m. for me.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh, right, yeah, you're... Oh, okay.
Oh, right.
I should sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
Alright. Do you want to keep on going next week on Monday?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we just finish it on Monday, or
I think we
how's
can.
it gonna...
Maybe we can.
How much is there left?
It's a
Yeah.
long...
Yeah, the trial itself is pretty long. But we'll see.
Hmm.
I mean, but if we can get an audience, then we can make it climactic. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think more people tend to come on Mondays anyways, right?
Yeah, I think the time we had the biggest time was like it was the final case for it was not final case, it was case 4, and then was that Thursday, or I think we finished on a Monday. Started case 5 on a Thursday.
We finished case 4 on a Thursday,
Oh,
I
did we?
think.
Okay.
Because I remember, I think Matthew was there. And he only shows up on Thursdays.
Alright, well,
And it doesn't matter because, like, quarter's over. So,
yeah.
more people will show up, just generally speaking.
Yeah, I hope.
Also, don't forget, next Thursday is Christmas Eve, so.
Oh, so you can do
Right.
again.
Almost Christmas means it
I'll
wasn't
probably
Christmas!
be on Christmas Eve
no,
if
don't.
anyone
I-
wants to
I-
join me
I-
that day.
I won't do it on that day. Let's see if we can try to finish it on Monday. Then
Yeah.
we'll just be done
Yeah.
for the year.
Mm-hmm.
Come back for the new year.
Yeah. And if we can't, there's always the day after or something. Who knows?